Hey, what's up YouTube? It's NobleBlazers back here to bring you a brand new video, and this right here is my very first recorded duel video. So yeah, as you can see, I'm showcasing a very intense volcanic mirror match that I just had recently, and it's going to have a lot of back and forth, as you can see. So I hope you guys would enjoy and just stick around. I'm also here to talk about certain strategies you can have when you're playing against volcanics. And of course, the stuff that I'm going to be telling you in the video is not just limited to the mirror match, but it can also apply whether you're playing any other deck out there, whatever. There's a BA, Cliff Forts, or whatever. But basically, I'm going to be telling you certain cards you got to watch out for, keep an eye on, probably certain cards you need to keep in check if you are worried about playing against volcanics. Now, as for the mirror, the key strategies that you gotta focus on when you're playing against the mirror is simply to get your tempo and all of your deck thinning and draw power as soon as possible. You gotta draw your cards and just pretty much thin out your deck as quickly as possible. And as you can see in the very start of the match, I quickly dropped my scatter shot when my opponent dropped rocket, simply because I wanted to get the 2 extra scatter shots in my deck out of the way and go for the burn damage. And of course, as it goes without saying that life points are a key part in the matchup, because you are playing a burn deck against another burn deck, and you want to be ahead of ahead in the life points department, especially because another card you got to worry about is of course Royal Firestorm Guards, which is actually one of the key components of the deck, and it's definitely a card you want to stop. And otherwise, if you don't, you want to make sure you that you're ahead of life points, because of course that would only mean that you're going to get scattershot nuked again. And of course the 1500 burn is very essential to the win condition of volcanics. So definitely that's something you really got to watch out for. You do not want Firestorm Guards to go off. You pretty much want to deck in your deck quicker than your opponent. So a lot of it is pretty much applying to the luck factor that you have as well. So if your opponent draws better than you do, and they have all the answers and everything, obviously of course they're going to win that matchup in the mirror. And this is actually my second game against this guy, and the first game I played against him I lost because he pretty much sacked me first turn. He got his tempo going. I went first. I had the rocket and got 2 reloads, and of course he opened the same. He got his rocket, actually had a snatch still in hand, took my rocket, poked me for a ton of damage, overlaid for the Volvo chain. I had no response to it, and of course he got all of his thinning and searches, and he even managed to pull off two Firestorm Guard plays ahead of me before I could even get to my first one. So obviously he won that matchup, and this is pretty much my payback matchup. Nothing against you if whoever you are, if you're watching this, nothing against you, but I thought we had some pretty good games going. So yeah. Pretty much, of course, like I said, the cards you gotta watch out for are Firestorm Guards, Floodgate cards, as you can see here, Vanity's Emptiness, if you're pretty reliant on special summoning, and of course the Scatter Nukes are crucial, and obviously there will be Volcanic decks like to run Volcanic Counter, especially at 2, so there's stuff like that you gotta watch for. And of course, one of the best things you can also do against the matchup is of course to interrupt your reload plays, because you don't want them to draw off reload. That's where they start getting their tempo going. They start getting their draws. There are even times where even if you set off a live reload and they do get their scatter shot plays, if they don't have any more draw cards to work with, your volcanic players will often find themselves in a top deck situation where they either gotta get another bar or some of their draw power cards to get their tempo going and start going for that win condition. So yeah, as you can see here, the volcanic mirror is pretty much really stupid, mostly at the late game, especially when both players are down to their last 20 cards, I would say, because this is when scatter shots are starting to get fired a lot. And as you can see here, both of us are just going to start exchanging our scatter shots at each other. And of course, having very few cards left in the deck also means we're more likely to draw into one of our 3 Royal Firestorm Guards, which can also recycle each other constantly. So yeah, we're just going to keep repeatedly firing off the scatter shots at this point. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the person who is ahead of the life points is the one who's going to be the victor of this matchup, obviously. So yeah, and as you can see, of course, I've been keeping him at bay with like and baiting out all of his trap cards with whatever I got, and pretty much like drag him down and not letting him have a monster on board so he can poke me for damage. You know, that's pretty much it. And as you can see, the matchup is like coming into like a close, and I will be burning him for a game with Scattershot eventually. So yeah, that pretty much just sums up what I have to say in the video, and I hope you guys like enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys are like continuing to look forward to some more content from me. I'll definitely be posting some more videos soon. Any other requests you guys might have, feel free to like post it on the comment section below. Like the video if you like the video, share the video with your friends, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll definitely be posting some other videos as well. I'll be showcasing some other deck profiles, more duel videos featuring even decks that are used by, you know, like deck builds that are made from my other good friends. I'll be doing one on Sano Jano especially, and just like some other stuff. So thank you guys for watching. This is your host, Noble Blazers.